Walter Payton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly again, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 12. 2:11 to go. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to work with, but they also need 2 scores. They've got to go quick. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Jones has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ron Woodson with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, Payton. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Payton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Payton. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Allen. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my belly flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, for this challenge, we start off in the fourth quarter with over 4 minutes to go. You have a 3-point lead. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Walter Payton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily.